So Louise, we're talking about financial fortitude. We've covered off the attitude to people. We've covered off how businesses might think about cash. What about assessing the marketplace they operate in?
I think there's a variety of ways that they can do that, and some of it is fairly simple. It's actually looking out to see what your competitors are doing, what is the marketplace showing you in terms of what the customer wants and what the customer needs right now. Some of it can be as simple as looking at reviews, looking at what your customers are telling you, actually talking to the people within your organisation, because they often are the shop window, if you like, for that business, and they're having that direct interaction with customers. So it's listening and paying attention, and then considering what changes you need to make in light of that.
It's a tough time for people, it's a tough time for businesses, but are you saying that firms should really be trying to take advantage?
I don't see why not. How else do businesses survive? And yes, there may be some areas in which it's more obvious than others. And I don't think it's an unfair playing field in that respect, because everybody is always looking to take some sort of commercial advantage throughout the life cycle of a business. But it's actually looking at ways, maybe in terms of partnering. It may not simply just be taking over a business in its entirety, but there could be partnering opportunities as well to consider. So there's a range of different ways that you actually can get that competitive edge.
Do you think firms should hang on to their existing strategy, or is now the time to find a new one?
I think underlying all of this is actually having what we talk about in terms of fortitude. It's actually having the right skills, the right personality, the right drive for the business. And so strategy is a part of that. And it may not be that your old strategy is going to simply be the one that you stick with. It is about sense checking it. Is it robust? Does it make sense? Does it actually take you in the direction that you want to go? Are there elements within it that fundamentally are no longer relevant to that business, or simply can't operate in the current situation?
So if you're a business leader, it's time to be brave, really.
There's a variety of ways in doing that. Of course, there's market testing, there's looking at your competitors, and looking to see what others are doing around you. But you do need to make some decisions. You do need to do those sort of critical thinking. You need to have the moments where you are prepared to make what could appear to be a fairly bold decision. But there's absolutely no time to sit back and rest on your laurels. You do need to keep driving that business forward.
I'm interested in your view on customers and products. Do you think now is the time to hang on to what you've got to serve your existing customers as best you can with the products that they know and expect from you? Or should businesses be looking who else is out there and thinking about what else they can sell them?
It could well be an absolutely perfect time to test a new product. What's important, I guess, behind that is actually the financial commitment that you're making in doing that, and the risk that you're taking. Is that something that you should be entering into? Because what you don't want to do is actually launch something to the detriment of your core business. But actually, if it's complementary to what you're doing, if it is opening up to a new market, to a new branch of customers, then that clearly is a positive step for businesses to be taking. But you do need to think it through. You need to be planning that step very carefully.
Okay, so if we bring all this together, Louise, it's really this approach to fortitude. It's really about forgetting about the old normal. The old normal's gone. It's really about digging in and thinking, the market is going to be like this for a long time. How can I survive? How can I thrive?
Yeah, I don't think there is a old normal anymore, is there, for any of us? I think there are some things that have fundamentally changed, and in some respects for the better, perhaps. But yes, that you do have to adapt, you do have to change, and that happens naturally over time in any case. We've just been forced to do it in a very, very short space of time without really any other choice. Some of us have fortunately made the best of those decisions that we've had to make in that period of time, and actually there'll be a lot of changes within businesses that will continue to actually grow and develop that business in a positive way.
Thank you, Louise.
Thank you.